A very good evening and welcome to Prime TV News, coming to you live and direct from the Prime TV studios with me, Abrar Rabit. Now, before we go into our stories in detail, let's take a look at our headlines. The Prime Minister says he expects to see Sri Lankans living like twins. Notices issued on parliamentarian Rajitha Senaratne. Officials who had connection with Ghania revealed. The UNP parliamentary group meeting held at the parliamentary complex. The US president is facing impeachment trial. In our lead story, Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa says he expects to see Sri Lankans living in solidarity and harmony irrespective of Sinhala, Tamil or Muslim differences. He was speaking at the culture show organised by the Sri Lanka Twins Association last afternoon. The Sri Lanka Twins Association was founded in 1996 by 25 twin brothers and sisters. The organisation has expanded to 28,000 members at present. A total of 12,492 members participated in the Twin Cultural Show held yesterday, making a world record. Previously, the largest twin sibling gathering was held in India, where 8,004 twins attended. The twin brothers and sisters were present at the event, covering all the social spheres, representing different occupations and social backgrounds. The Prime Minister highlighted that twinness is created by the practice. He pointed out that even in politics, certain political parties that respect patriotism stand together like twins, and some political parties who are ready to betray the country also working in close coordination. Meanwhile, a meeting between a group of representatives from the United Nations and Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa was held at Temple Trees. United Nations Residential Coordinator Hannah Singh stated that her organisation is ready to support the government and the people of Sri Lanka in achieving the Sustainable Development Goals. The Prime Minister said that the government hopes to implement a program to provide food for school children with the collaboration of UNICEF. The Colombo High Court has issued notices on parliamentarian Rajitha Senaratne in connection with the bail application he filed. The High Court decided to take up the revision petition filed against the bail granted for MP Rajitha Senaratne on the 5th of March. Colombo Chief Magistrate Lanka Jayaratne granted bail to MP Rajitha Senaratne, who was arrested in connection with holding a press briefing to present unfounded information regarding the white van incident. The Attorney General, through his revision petition, seeks to amend the bail application and remand him again. The Registrar of the Colombo Chief Magistrates Court has also been ordered to submit the original case report to the Colombo High Court. Objections to the revision petition should be filed before the 10th of February. MP Rajitha Senaratne appeared before the court today. In more news at home, the CID informed the court that Shani Abesekara, Nishant Silva and former chairman of the Lake House and former Observer editor had contacted Swiss Embassy employee Ghania Francis over the phone. Meanwhile, the court has ordered Ghania Bannister's mobile phone to be sent to the government analyst for an analysis report. Using a SIM card in the name of Lakna Paranamana, Ghania Francis had contacted former director of the CID Shani Abesekara, ex-police inspector Nishanta Silva, former Lake House chairman Krishanta Kure and former Sunday Observer editor Darisha Bastian. Police informed the court that Darisha Bastian and Krishanta Kure had gone abroad at present. The court ordered them to report to the CID on the 23rd of this month. Accordingly, the Colombo Chief Magistrate ordered Ghania's mobile phone to be sent to the government analyst and obtained an analysis report. The Defense Counsel stated that according to the Vienna Convention on Diplomatic Privileges, the mobile phone cannot be checked. The magistrate stated that the woman is entitled to the privileges of the Vienna Convention recognized by the government of Sri Lanka and that the use of her mobile phone to investigate the criminal case will not hinder it. The magisterial inquiry into the matter was postponed until the 11th of next month. Ghania Francis has been accused of lying to embarrass the government, claiming she was abducted by a white vehicle. She has been released on bail. The UNP parliamentary group meeting was held at the parliamentary complex, presided over by party leader Ranil Wickremesinghe. Opposition leader Sajith Premadasa and a large number of UNP MPs participated in the meeting, which commenced at around 10 a.m. Discussions were held regarding the future activities of the party as well as the parliamentary debates, which will be held next week. Meanwhile, opposition leader Sajith Premadasa and organizers of the UNP met at the parliamentary complex. Sajith Premadasa took action to make the organizers aware of the party's new agenda and the new program. Meanwhile, there is a heated debate regarding the leadership of the UNP as it has not been solved yet. The United National Party team met last Thursday to take a final decision on the party leadership but ended without a conclusion. Still in local news, State Minister Dayasiri Jayasekara states that the government has begun calling applications for permanent employment opportunities for low-income families in the country.
The
State Minister pointed out that these persons will be recruited after being given formal vocational training. Speaking at a press conference held at the SLFP headquarters, Dayasiri Jayasekara made these comments. The program has commenced from the 20th of this month, and the prospective applicants can collect their applications from the divisional secretariats in their respective areas. The filed applications are expected to be submitted before the 15th of February. The filed applications need to be handed over to the respective Grama Niladaris. The new recruits will undergo a training period and they will be paid an allowance of 22,500 rupees during the period. They will be made permanent in their positions and are entitled to pensionable positions. The State Minister also said that recruiting 54,000 graduates to the public service will also commence soon after the recruitment of employees from the low-income families. The State Minister said that the Sri Lanka Freedom Party has not died as stated by some politicians. Dayasiri Jayasekara said that the new alliance led by the Sri Lanka Freedom Party will be registered before the parliamentary election. He added that politicians like S.B. Dissanayake have been hapless and they need the support of the SLFP for vying for the upcoming general election as the SLP peers do not prefer them. Parliamentarian Ranjan Ramanayake, who is in remand custody over the controversial audio recordings, arrived in Parliament today under heavy security. Parliamentarian Ranjan Ramanayake had requested the Secretary General of Parliament to attend parliamentary sessions. Accordingly, the MP was brought to Parliament in a prison vehicle with special security. Although MP Ranjan Ramanayake requested for a special statement, the Speaker did not grant him permission. Later, he was allowed to make a statement outside the ongoing parliamentary debate. In his special statement, Mr. Ramanayake apologized to all those who were embarrassed by his audio recordings. News at home, the Ministry of Education announces that the rumors that the value of vouchers for school uniforms have been reduced are completely false. According to the ministry, the value of gift vouchers has not been slashed and the same amount given last year will be granted this year too. The government has allocated 1,500 million rupees for the program. The government has to bear more money to provide uniforms this year compared to the previous years. The Ministry of Education has briefed the school heads regarding the process of handing over the uniform vouchers. The Ministry of Education states that the malpractices in connection with the school uniform vouchers can be informed via hotline 1988. In more news at home, Venerable Magal Kande Sudatta says that former Minister Mangala Samaravira and his additional secretary Tusitha Hal-Oluwa should be immediately arrested for allegedly misappropriating funds. Venerable Magal Kande Sudatta visited the Excise Department to inquire into the non-implementation of the complaints lodged by him. The Thero, speaking to the media, stated that former Minister Mangala Samaravira and his additional secretary Tusitha Hal-Oluwa had embezzled funds to the tune of 500 million rupees from the public coffers. In more news at home, an incident of stealing money by picking the money parcel when it was dropped from the owner has been recorded on CCTV. The CCTV footage has shown how the culprit was stealing a sum of 300,000 rupees from a customer at a shop in Kuruvita, Ratnapura. The owner of the money is a resident of Kuruvita area and he lodged a complaint with the Kuruvita police. The police is requesting the public's assistance to identify the person who is stealing the amount. Public health inspectors raided eateries in the vicinity of the Karapitiya Teaching Hospital. The inspection of the public health officials were carried out at the area during the night time, and all shops around the hospital, including mobile shops and night restaurants, were checked. The inspection was carried out following continuous complaints lodged by the people. 7 food stalls that were selling dirty and unhygienic food products that were unfit for human consumption were sued, and action was taken to advise several other vendors. In more news at home, Sri Lanka ranks first among 97 countries globally on breastfeeding rate, according to a new survey conducted by the World Breastfeeding Trend Initiative, achieving first green nation status in supporting breastfeeding women. Sri Lanka's rank is based on its performance on 10 indicators of policies and programs that WBTI uses to color code and rank countries. Sri Lanka has scored 91 out of 100 points and earned a green color code, which implies best level of performance. In 2019, Sri Lanka scored green code in 7 out of 10 indicators, 2 are in blue and 1 in yellow. In an ascending order of performance, WBTI color codes are red, yellow, blue and green. The WTI, congratulating Sri Lanka, said its status is the result of persistent efforts since 2005 to pursue improvements. Finally, in local news, coir processed in the northern province will be exported to China for the first time. Steps have also been taken to export coir to the US. The first coir stock was exported to China last evening. Coconut obtained from all parts of the northern province have been used to manufacture coir in Vaunia. The facility is located in the Irattaperiyakulam area in Vaunia. The initiative has been embarked by 2 private entrepreneurs with state sponsorship, creating 60 employment opportunities. The investment exceeds 20 million rupees. About 150 metric tons of coir is sent to China every month. Let's now take a look at the very latest in the business arena. Urban Development State Minister Gamini Lokuge said that the government will take urgent steps to develop and transform the dilapidated and neglected Petta floating market into a tourist paradise once again. He disclosed this during an inspection tour of the area. President Gotabaya Rajapaksa developed the Colombo Fort and Petta areas into a picturesque and efficient service centre during his tenure as Defence Secretary several years ago. He implemented several special programs to achieve this objective. The Petta Floating Market, Gem and Jewellery Sales Centre and the World Market were built as part of this objective. And that is all the news for today. Do join us again tomorrow for the very latest. For the Prime TV News team, I'm Abrar Abid. A very good evening and take care.